farming is probably one of the most important, if not the most important thing in life. Without farming, the country will not survive.
Extension means information to us on the farm that we can use to achieve real life results.
Agriculture is an enormous part of this economy and the culture of Oglethorpe County, and to know that my job's to support that community cornerstone is very rewarding. I really believe I've got the best job in the world.
If you don't know the answers to questions that you want, you can call, as county extension agent doesn't know it. She has the resources from the University of Georgia, to find out.
The bulletin is an extension publication, so that puts it in a form that we say anybody can read, whether it's another scientist, a producer, a county agent. If a producer calls, let's say, Shanna in Oglethorpe County and says, hey, I'm considering this, she can pull the bulletin, for one thing, to have a reference to talk to them and say, this is what we saw when we did the research.
This is an ag community here in Oglethorpe, and I just think that to have the expertise in every area is impossible for these local farmers, these local cattlemen, and to have a resource like Georgia Extension is really invaluable.
Our nutrient management is based off of those soil tests, so we know we don't want to under or over apply, so we can be very restricted with that, which helps with runoff and also helps financially that we're not putting too much into any areas that don't really need it. Our nutritional program with our cattle is based off of our hay tests and our forage tests that we get through UGA Extension. So without our hay and forage tests, we really don't know what we're feeding our cattle.
It's very quick. We don't have much downtime that we're waiting on samples or waiting on somebody to get back to us. So, with certain diseases or certain processes out here, like, turning over fields, it needs to happen quickly. We run into a lot of pest issues here. And so just with identification of pests, treatment, that sort of thing, Extension's been able to help us, get to where we're going, because, if you don't have the foundation right as far as the fields, your product's not going to be very good.
Just the fact to know that that your agent's there to help you, and with whatever we got going on out here, if we need help.
Shanna Reynolds, our Oglethorpe Extension agent, she immediately made an impact on our farm. She wanted to come out, she wanted to put her boots on the ground and see what farmers in the county she was coming to serve were doing. And it made us feel like, hey, our farm is important. It's a valuable resource to our community.
Some of our impacts can be directly measured in dollars, like when a producer saves money on nutrient management planning or produces a ton of a certain commodity by implementing best management practices that we've taught them. But other impacts we have aren't as obvious. I still feel like I'm making a difference. I get to go out and I meet with people. I build relationships with them and their families. I get to teach their kids how to show livestock. We'll walk through their farms, give them advice on practical things like setting up their fences or feeding their cattle appropriately, and then to go back a year or two later and see those animals looking healthy and know that they're being prosperous in part to something that our work has done is really rewarding.
Anytime I have the opportunity to tell somebody that's not involved with Extension, I say, well, you need to go meet your county agent, because they can help you with anything from beef cows to shrubs, to honeybees, to vegetables, to water quality. Anything you have a question about, they can help you with.
We are a place that people trust. If I don't know where else to go or who else to ask, let me call the Extension office.